everyone. I just want to talk about blogging as a social media and blogging as a content marketing tool that's really pretty effective right now, especially. So a blog, first let me just establish the blog as social media. Social media is when there is at least the potential for a two-way conversation or more, between different people. So obviously you guys know in the old days, the brand just pushed content or had a TV commercial and you have no way to really react to it except to either buy the product or not. Obviously now we all know we can, follow brands that we like, or we can go on social media and we can complain to brands and we have a problem. And we do expect an answer. We do expect some level of engagement. It is social media after all, right? So blogs are a form of social media and however, I must say that exact definition of social media and blogging has gotten a little sort of diluted because now you'll see where it's like called a blog, right? A company will have it'll say, here's our company blog, but you can't leave a comment. That's not really a blog. You can't say, oh, well, hit us up on Instagram and let us know what you think. Instagram is social media, but unless you can leave that comment directly there, it is not technically social media. So we do see a lot of brands or organizations who are saying it's a blog, but it's not really technically a blog. It's only social media when you have that potential for two-way conversation, right? And you guys all know influencer marketing is so huge right now, especially with Instagrammers. But the reality is that those influencers who also have robust blogging communities, like if you have that and somebody else just has their Instagram or maybe a Twitter, they're going to pick you because you have the blog, because it just gives you more opportunity for content. And more opportunity for content means more keywords, more ways to get people to click through to your main website or to convert. So converting, again, means when you want somebody to do something and they do it. So go, so from social media, go to click here to sign up, click here to download, click here to subscribe. And when people do that and then complete the action, that's conversion. And so we know that blogging is an effective conversion tool, which is one of the reasons why it's so popular. Also, you can tell more company stories. So right here, you can have established credibility and trust. You're just giving more information. You can tell your stories. And that storytelling is really important. It can help increase your web traffic. Again, it can help increase that linking over to your website. And I always like to just remind everybody, it always seems for branding, for content marketers using social media, the point of social media is to get you to do something else, right? Click on this link and go buy or shop or, do this, do that. Of course, not all the time. It is important for brands to diversify their content so they're not always pushing for a conversion, but sometimes they're just sharing information or something inspirational, and that's really important too. A blog can also just help brands get more discovered. Again, this goes back to SEO and search engine optimization and blogging, where you can really provide some more in-depth information to your potential customers, can really help you generate leads. So it's very valuable to marketers. So you'll read about some of the advantages of blogging and everything, and I have additional articles for you. I just want to highlight a couple of points here that blogs now are among the primary forms of media used in content strategy. Again, the more space you have for keywords and for information and for to create engaging strategy, the more that's going to help you convert. Right? So it is really important. Content marketing now is there actually are content marketing, like now there's like the CEO and now there's the content officer for companies. Companies are spending quite a bit of money on content creation. The other thing too that's really great about blogs is that it's, let me find this one, hold on. Yeah, so 51% of companies say updating old content has proven to be really efficient. And so blog content is really, really great for that. And again, so the idea is that you want to create some like really great, evergreen kind of content that you can, constantly like share and then update. And it's really very effective. We also are talking about in the text this week, vlogging and podcasts. So now a blog, again, if it has to have the commenting ability, right? And that makes it an actual social media tool. Whereas podcasts can be social media. They can be shared over social media, but they can actually have social media. Like, let's just say if you have a live podcast and people can call in, so that's kind of almost like a blog talk radio. Or if you're posting a podcast, say on SoundCloud, and people can leave comments, yes, that is social media. Same thing with a vlog, right? The VLOG. If you have a vlog on YouTube, or you have a vlogging platform, or Vimeo, and people can leave comments and respond back to you, that is social media. And podcasting is also really, really popular right now. It's a great time to start a podcast. You see more companies now getting into it, which is really interesting. And I think we're going to see even more of them getting into that as we kind of move forward. Obviously, the great thing about a vlog, a video log, is that you can actually have a blog with a vlog, and you can combine that and use video on your blog. And we know that video is just such a huge, one of the most important content tools of our day. So, but I do want to focus on. We're focusing a little bit more on blogs here because you're going to be creating one, and so and I also encourage you, if you have the opportunity to take a podcasting course, to do so. I know we did have an audio journalism course for undergrad. I don't know if we have anything. I think that Angelo Malone has a content creation course, perhaps, where he does podcasting, and I really recommend it. I used to teach podcasting, and I've done some podcasting, and it's great. It's really, it's such a great tool for your toolkit, and I really recommend it. But again, so we're focusing on blogs. That's the content that we're going to create. We're not going to be creating a blog or a podcast, but we do recognize that they are important content tools that are themselves social media or shared on social media. Okay, so you can peruse the different statistics, and we will be talking more about SEO in the coming weeks, and the role of search engine optimization within within organic searching and keywords. And again, the more content you have, like the longer form content, the more opportunities you have for that. So it's really important. And in the next video, I'm going to show you guys how to set up your WordPress site. But let me just say this right now while I'm here. Go back up here is WordPress users produce 70 million new posts, and there was another statistic that I had about, I think it was like 43% of brand and organizational blogs are created through WordPress, which is why we use the WordPress platform. So stay tuned for more, and I'll be back.